落ちた競合飛べないカラス
What up, YouTube channel, Blackwing here, and in today's video I'm gonna show you my Blackwing top 8 deck profile that I took to Poland's national championships and made top 8. So yeah, this year again I was waiting for the national championships of Finland to be announced, but they didn't get announced. I was also waiting for the Swedish national championships to get announced, because that's also relatively close by, but it looked almost like they were not gonna have Swedish national championships either, so we just booked the flights to Poland and went there to play, and I was so fortunate to get top 8 there with Blackwings. Essentially what I was really just looking forward to was getting my invitation for the European Championships, because I already had my flights and accommodation booked. So yeah, that was what I was really after, and thank God I got it. So that's really nice. So yeah, let's go to the matchups first. So round number 1 I played against White Forest, I won. And round number 2 I played against Asamina Sinful Spoils, White Forest. And actually that was the only loss that I could take, and I lost that in the Swiss. Then I played against Malice, I won that. I played against Blue Eyes, I won that. And then I played against another Blue Eyes, I won that. Then I played against Evil Twin Finsmith, I won that. Then I played against another Malice, I won that. And then it was time for the top 8, and in top cut I played against Memento, a really nice player who actually got second in the tournament. I lost to him obviously in time. He dropped game 3, it was like 2 minutes time left, and he dropped Spooky Dog Wood on me, and yeah, there's not much I could have done. And with this deck I went for the pure Kali Yuga version. I did not go with the Elder Queen, mainly for 2 reasons. The 2 reasons are that I'm so comfortable playing this version of the deck that I didn't want to chance it and go with another version. And now when I think of it, I don't think it would have made a big difference either one which I would have taken, because I would have still lost to the Spooky Dogwood hands down game 3. Also because I feel like the Elder Queen engine is so big that it's really to find the perfect number of cards to play in your deck is really hard, and there was so little time to kind of figure that out, or at least a little bit too little in my opinion, so that's why I just wanted to go with this deck instead. So yeah, let's go into the deck profile then. So the basic card, you already probably know, 3 Simoons, your starter, 1.5 card Kali Yuga combo, really great. I place a little bit into draw, but you can also fix those hands if you're smart enough. Next up, 3 Sudri, yeah, you need it, just a really great card basically, your opener. Next up, 3 Vata, you need it definitely. Yeah, just special summons the Black Winch Dragon and dump stuff to the graveyard, that's great. Then 1 Sonda, banish it and special summon Kunai or something to your field, and also if they play Mitsurugi you can actually send this to the graveyard when they try to negate something, and after that you can just play its effect, and it's a good thing that you got it to the graveyard. So yeah, 1 Kunai changes levels a lot, so that's good. And then this was one change that I made from my Birmingham playlist. So I played Bora, and the reason for this is that I actually came up with a combo where you can go Sudri, search Vata, and if you get trolled there, you can still go full Kali Yuga combo if you have Bora in your hand. But with Chris that would not be possible. So that's why I actually changed this to Bora, because I needed cards that I could just bounce to my hand and then special summon again, or bounce to my hand and then just activate again, you know, something that I can bounce. For example, Whirlwinds or stuff like that. Then Sephiroth, yep, pretty basic in my opinion. 1 Shamal, pretty basic. Harmadan, the more people are playing Droll, the more valuable this card becomes, so important. Yeah. Next up, 1 Shagna. It was good in the tournament. Obviously Shagna is always good when you're going second and you actually draw it, because then you have that one additional layer that you can special summon. Next up, 1 Chinook. I almost sided this out every game when I was second against some high impactful hand trap, because now the thing is that this deck plays so little Blackwing cards that sometimes you might draw hands where you don't have the Blackwing name for Simoon, but with Mul Charmies, you know, you're essentially playing, if you play 6 Mul Charmies, you're essentially playing a 34 card deck, so then, you know, you will have enough names that you can start cutting a little bit more of the engine. So yeah, usually I cut out Chinook for high impactful hand trap when going second. And for the last monster, Garbage Lord, and he's there just for the small worlds. Yeah, working as a bridge, just bridges nicely through your hand traps or your engine, so that's why he's there. Yeah. Next up, the small worlds. So essentially I was thinking about cutting this maybe like to 2 or 1 or something like this, because I was actually afraid of Droll and Lockbird, but then I came up with combos that actually, also some combos that I have already showcased, like you guys, like regular viewers, that if you search with Simoon Vata, you can still go Kaliuga combo if they Droll you, and then if they don't Droll you, you can actually just use the small world to get rid of the Vata and search the side return to your hand, and that way you can get like additional value. So I was still thinking that okay, this is still a kind of a good card to have when you're going first. Otherwise I usually side this out every time I go second, just for more hand traps. Next up, one Black Feather Whirlwind. Yep, pretty good card. Just, yeah, needed with Shamal. 2 Black Whirlwinds obviously there as well. You need 2, 1 is too risky with Simoon in the deck. Yep. Then 1 Pot of Prosperity. This was also something that I was thinking to cut for like a Call by the Grave or something, but I think that the additional consistency this gives the deck is still worth it. And like sometimes you can just Pot of Prosperity into your Call by the Grave in game 2 or 3 when you're going first and you side that in, then this becomes like still if they would have drawn, you know, you can just Call by the it away if you hit the Call by the Grave. So yeah. And you definitely need the extra consistency. Another card I was thinking here was like a second Bora or Chris, but yeah. Then 2 rank up, yeah, because we play the Kaliuga. Usually when I go second, I side out this, because with this you can still go Ultimate Falcon and basically freeze your opponent's whole board, and then if they have floaters or something you can just try to attack over everything and kill them, and if you don't do that, then you can still end up on like Blackwing, Assault Dragon 1 or 2, and then they're probably locked from monster effects anyway, so yeah. And this for the Kaliuga. Then for the hand traps, Ash Blossoms, I know that this was not maybe the best hand trap of the format, but this at least lets me play through Mulcharmings, which was really important for me, even though this isn't the greatest card when going second, but against some rogue decks this might still be really good, like for example against Labyrinth, you know. I was thinking that maybe I play against Labyrinth and then this card is just so good in the main deck as well. Yeah. And if I go first, you know, my opponent's Mulcharmings, then it's also good. 3 Fuvalos, I think this is just a staple deck trio in like every deck, you definitely need it. Also works nicely with Small World, so for example if you open up with the Kunai, with Kunai you cannot Small World away the Garbage Roll because both are dark level 5s, but with Kunai you can still banish the Fuvalos and then just go from there into some combos and search stuff, so that's nice to know. Yeah. The next card is Dominus Impulse. So I think this was also pretty mandatory, and this is also one card why I really like this version more over the Chaos Elor Queen engine, is that you can play Dominus Impulse, and this is just one of the, I would almost say the best hand trap of the format maybe, if you can play it. It's just like Solemn almost from hand, like yeah, so great. So yeah, and the last card, this was kind of, I was doubting and thinking about this a lot, should I play this or not, but Infinite Impermanence. So when I went to Poland, I was expecting to play against a lot of Rogue, and that's essentially what happened. Like I didn't play against a single Ryzel or a single Mitsurugi deck on the whole event, which was crazy in my opinion. So yeah, looking backwards at it, like against White Forest, if this would have been like Drolls, it would have been maybe better, but against Malice and Blue Eyes, it's much better than this was the Infinite Impermanence. Also against Memento, I would say Infinite Impermanence is probably better than the Roll. But yeah, anyways, so I was thinking like here that should I play Drolls or Call by the Graves or maybe Purulia instead, but I decided to go with Infinite Impermanence here, and I think that was the right call, and I was a little bit lucky even with that, to be honest. So yeah, these are probably gonna change for Drolls or something else when going for the European Championships, because there are gonna be a lot more, you know, actually meta decks, especially later on in the tournament. And the last card, the 40th card, was 1 Drawn Lockbird. So this was basically, yeah, Drawn Lockbird is obviously an insane card this format, and with this deck you can actually also search it to your hand with the Small World, and you can draw yourself and still go full Kaliuga. There are multiple lines where you can do that. Usually when I went first, I usually sided in 2 draws more, just so I could draw myself and stop my opponent's Mulcharmings if that was the case, that I needed to do that and still go full Kaliuga. So yeah, 1 draw, but you know, as I just said, the Infinite Impermanences could change for draws if I'm in an environment where I feel like draw is a lot better. But yeah. Next up for the extra deck, so we played 1 Boreas Storm, super basic, foolish Boreas, dump stuff into the graveyard, it's great. 1-0. This card in time is just, yeah, pretty good. And there was actually a game where this card in time, I tried to burn my opponent like effect failure this or something, and then I had to go through the whole Caliuga line, basically ending up on the Ultimate Falcon, and after that, in the end phase, just burning with Ultimate Falcon. So yeah, you do have a lot of ways to burn your opponent if this gets negated. But yeah, anyways. Next up we have Blackwing Dragon, needed because you play the Vata. Next up, one Flower Master. Well, I can't remember how many times I summoned this, not too many times, but it's still nice with Shangna in Graveyard. Then I played 2 Blackwing Assault Dragons, and you could cut this to 1, but the issue is that if the Rysiel player starts with the card that just sends a XYZ to the graveyard, this basically gets negated, so then it's better to just, I think, play 2, because then at least the 1 can get like counters, and then your Black Feather Whirlwind can protect when they drop the guy that tries to destroy, like Raigeki, your field, so then, yeah, you can still protect your cards. So that's why I played 2, even though, yeah, you could play 1, but I prefer 2, and it works. Or at least worked for me. Last card, or last synchro, Omnimaru, the Divine Thunder. This card is actually so good. I came up with really great combos, how you can use this if you open up like with a bad hand that plays into Troll, and you can still go full Caliuga, which is actually insane. So this is like a staple, in my opinion, in this deck right now. Like, you need this card, and if you want to see all the combos that I'm talking about and like why you definitely need this, you can become a diamond member from the link in the description down below, unlock all the combo videos and like plenty other videos that where I'm basically talking about Onimaru and the combos and showcasing them to you, and other videos as well. So yeah, next card, Raiders Knight. Yep, needed for the Caliuga combo. Sometimes you can't go with 2 level 5s into Caliuga, then you can just go with 2 level 4s and go from there, ranking up. So Brace Tricks, level 5, yep, and needed for the Caliuga combo basically. Arsenal Falcon, really nice. Sometimes I was in situations where I actually also wanted to leave this, like if I'm under draw or I just want like more protection and floating effect, I could just leave Arsenal Falcon, and when they destroy it, you know, it ranks up into Ultimate Falcon. So that's like an interesting way also to play Arsenal Falcon. If you know that you cannot kill your opponent, you might just want to leave this because then it becomes like an issue. But yeah. Next up, Ultimate Falcon. Yep, needed. Super nice to just basically, when this card hits the field and you play the effect, it's almost like a safety ticket, secure ticket that you know that, okay, now you can just do whatever just dumb and vulnerable combos because your opponent cannot play any card effects anymore. So yeah. Then one, King Caliuga. Yeah, I hope the new Blackwing support that is maybe coming out, I don't know, is good enough that we don't have to play the Caliuga version anymore. Because yeah, currently I just feel like, or the last 3 years, I just felt like this is why the deck performs so well, or basically gives the deck any chance. And it's a little bit, yeah, silly, but it's just how it currently is, unfortunately. Next card, Wise Tricks. Yeah, Link 2. You need 2 Dark Winch Beast for this. It's a great card, and also like searches out the rank up cards. Next up, one SP Little Knight. Situational, you don't need this, but like it's still good in some situations where your combo gets disrupted like a lot, and you just need to kind of end up on some interruptions. And last card, Darkness Metal Dragon of Dark Steel. Basically just summons the Arsenal Falcon back from banished or graveyard, so that's nice. And then the side deck. So yep. 3 Artifact Lancias. I think this is pretty basic because Malice is everywhere. So yep, 3 Lancias. Next card, 3 Mulcharmy Purlia. Yeah, this was basically, I was thinking about maining this actually over Impermanences as well, because this is more like high impactful card, but I'm so lucky that I did not main this, or happy, lucky, whatever, because this was actually the worst card in my deck, and that was just because of my matchups, like, because this doesn't do essentially anything against White Forest, nothing against Malice. Yeah, you get like 1 drop from Blue Eyes maybe, Memento, like nothing, Evil Twin, yeah, maybe you get like 2 draws with this, but like all of my matchups, this would be like 1 for 1 or 2 for 1 maximum, so not that great. Yeah, like for example against Blue Eyes, I would rather just side in the Droll Knockbirds than Purulias, and also like sometimes this just like clashes with Drolls and Purulia, Drolls and what it's called, Fuvalos, if you have them. But anyways, next card, Drolls. So yeah, these could have almost been in the main deck, to be honest, in this tournament, I'm probably gonna put them into the main deck, but let's see. Yeah, trolls really good. I sided these in when I went second, when the matchup looked like I needed these, and also every time I went first, just because then I could play through Mulcharmy so much easier, and yeah, I could draw myself and just still go Kaliuga, so that's great. And if I don't need to draw myself, then I can just use this with Small World and get some, you know, starters or whatever extenders to my hand. Next up, I played 2 Nibirus. I was thinking about only playing 1, but I think you really need to. And I was actually also thinking about Purulia to only play 2 and play some other cards in my side deck, which I will soon show you. But yeah, 2 Nibirus, I think that was good. Then I played only 1 Lightning Storm. And actually, round 1, when I played against the White Forest, I had a Fuvalos and it drew me a couple of cards, and the last card it drew me was Lightning Storm. I was so lucky because if I wouldn't have drawn Lightning Storm, I think I would have lost that. So I would definitely play maybe more back row hate in this side deck, and for example, one way of doing it is, for example, to change the Troll and Lockbirds to the main deck, and then you get a little bit more space into the extra deck, and then you can play Harpy's Feather and Lightning Storms here. And for example, Kanak Gaming, he lost in, like, his third loss was just against some stun deck, and like it also showed that, you know, if he would have played cards like Lightning Storm or Harpy's Feather Dusters in the side deck, he could have sided them in when going second, game 3, and then he could have maybe potentially won it. But yeah, anyway, so I think Lightning Storm and Harpy's Feather Duster are great cards in this format, and I think like you could play more. And I was also thinking like, should this be instead a Harpy's Feather Duster, because then I could Nibiru my opponent and have the token and the Nibiru on my board, and obviously then play the Harpy's Feather Duster. If you play Lightning Storm, you control the Nibiru, and then you cannot do that. But yeah, I like Lightning Storm maybe a little bit more, because then I could also say the monsters and not just spells and traps. But yeah, anyways. Next card, 1 Call by the Grave, sided in every time when I went first. If I would have drawn this game 3 against the Memento player when his Spooky Dog would me, I would have won 1000% that game. Like, you know, he would have lost, but it is what it is. Then for the last card of the side deck, 3 Prohibitions, and this was also one thing that I was thinking about. Should I play Salesman here instead of this Prohibition? But 2 days before the event, I actually noticed that, okay, when I sided in my siding patterns against like Ryzel, I would just side in like Purulias and Draw and Lockbirds and like other stuff so much that I would not have the space to actually side in 3 Salesmen as well, to say Detonator on my turn and make them not be able to play Detonator. So I was thinking that, okay, in that case the Salesman is not good, and if I play only Salesman when going first, what happens if I draw 2 Salesmans? Well, yeah, I can only activate one of them per turn, so then the other one is completely dead. So in that way, Prohibition is already better, but what made this like the most insane card was that actually, if I open up with a Prohibition and Sudri, I can play completely through Droll and Lockbird and Nibiru. That was just insane. And when I know that in the meta, like a lot of people are not playing Infinity Permanence or Effect Bladers, they're cutting them for Mulcharmies, meaning that if I open up with a hand, for example, like this, you know, this is like FTK, because this is gonna stop their Mulcharmies, this is gonna stop their Drolls, and this is just like, yeah, doing Kaliuga combo. So that was the basic idea here. And if you actually want to see that combo, I actually explained it in the most recent Diamond member only video, where I also open up the booster box that I won for getting top 8. So yeah, if you want to see how this basically plays through Drone Lockboard and Nibiru, yeah, become a Diamond member, support the channel, and get access to it, I guess. So yeah, that was the deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I'm gonna go to the European Championships in Berlin in 1 month, so I'm gonna change this a little bit. And yeah, thank you for all of the people who actually got me some cards. For example, these Purulias are not mine, so shout out to everybody in the Finnish community lending or borrowing me cards. And shout out also to all of the members of this channel. This would not have been possible without you guys, so I'm super happy and fortunate to have all of you guys, the channel members. So thank you so much for you guys. If you have any comments, please comment them down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you want to support the channel, you can become a Blackwing Master Tier member to access exclusive member-only videos, updates on my Blackwing decks, and you will also get access to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck Optimizer program that will take your deck building skills to the next level. So what are you waiting for? Become a Blackwing Master Tier member from the link in the description down below. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'm out.
それでも 一人じゃなくなったあいつは強いよ。